Hello everyone, we are starting the final video for chapter 1 for the exercise 1.4. Now for the 1.4 exercise, the topic is the decimal expansion of finding out whether the number is terminating or non-terminating with the decimal expansion. Now going up for the theorem 1.5, which says let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates, and that will be terminate if x is written as in the form of p upon q, where q, p and q are coprime, but q can be written in a prime factorization form of the form 2n and 5m, which implies that all the prime factorization of the denominator will either be 2 to the power n or 5 to the power m form, where n and m are non-negative integers. Well, we can have examples for it, like 3 upon 8 is one of the number. Now will it terminate? Will to see it, we have 3 upon, we have the prime factorization of 8, 2, 4, 2 and 2, 1. So we have written 2 3 times, 2 as 3 times, so 2 cube. But since they say that it will terminate only on the case if it is of the form this one, so what they have done, to 2 cube to balance, so they have multiplied 5 cube on the numerator and 5 cube on the denominator. Well, it will get cancelled, so we will get the original number, so there will be no change. But 2 cube and 5 cube will make eventually 10 cube. 10 cube is 1000, so 375 upon 1000, this number will be result as 375, this will be 0.375. now it gets terminated. Exactly in the case 13 upon 125, well, you know about the 125 prime factorization of 125, 5, this is 25, again 5, this is again 5, and then again 5 with 1, so 3 times 5, this and this, so 5 cube, but there is a lack of 2 cube, so 2 cube at the numerator and 2 cube in the denominator, so this will be 13 into 2 cube is 8, 13 into 8 104, and this will become a 10 cube, and this will be 0.104. so by this way, what you can do, you can find out whether the number is being terminated or not. In such a form, we'll move to the exercise. Without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating decimal expansion. Now you already know that q is the denominator and q shall be in the form of 2n into 5n or m. But be bit clever and what we'll say, use your mathematical aptitude. How? Like 8 has the decimal prime factorization of 2 cube, well, it will terminate. 455, I have written for you the prime factorization of it. It is 2 into 2 into 7 into 13. Well, you have 2, but you have additional 7 and additional 13, so you can directly simply say it is non-terminating. 1600, for 1600 you know you have 4 into 100. Well, there is no any other number, because 4 is 2 into 2, this 4 is 2 into 2, this 100 is 10 into 10, and 10 again have 10 into 10, and 10 again have 2 into 5 and 2 into 5. So you have all the 2's here, all the 2's here, and 5. So there is no other number than 2 and 5, so this will terminate. 343, it is the cube of 7, non-terminating. Here you have 2 cube and 5 square, well, there is no other number than 2 and 5, so it will terminate. There is 7 as an extra, so apart from 2 and 5 there is 7, so it will non-terminate. 15 is 3 into 5, the factors, prime factors, so well, 5 is there, but 3 is an extra thing that we don't require a number to terminate. So but if you'll simplify, well, check, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, so simplification of this number will become 2 upon 5, this will terminate. So we'll say that this number is going to terminate. 35 upon 50, yes, 50 have no other number other than 2 and 5, so this will terminate. 210, now if you'll check 210, So this will be having 77 upon 7 into 3, this is 21 into 10. So 7 and 7 got cancelled as 11, but 3 is still there, so it will not terminate. So by this mathematical aptitude, you can clearly check whether a particular denominator is a terminating result or a non-terminating result. Well, you can also write in a form that since the denominator is not in a form of 2 to the power n or 5 to the power m form, thus it is a non-terminating number. Now we are moving toward the question number 2. Write down the decimal expansion of those rational number in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansion. Now I have already circled which were the terminating decimal numbers. So these were the terminating decimal number, out of which I have chosen two. One is 13 upon 3125 and the other is 15 upon 1600. We need to find out the decimal expansion of these. Now for the decimal expansion, we need to find out the prime factorization of this first. So 3125, the prime factorization, you start with 5 because we can start the prime factorization in any order. Alright, so it's not necessary you are beginning it with some 3 or 2 every time. So this is 5 6 is 30 and 5 2 is 10 and 5 5 is 25. 5 again, now you already know this will be 25, 5 5 and 1. So what you can write, 13 upon, this is 5 into 5, so 5 to the power 5, like this. So what you can do, you can multiply the numerator by 5 and the denominator with 5. So this is 13 into 2 to the power 5 upon 10 to the power 5. Now this 13 into 2 to the power 5 will give you a result as 416, because 2 to the power 5 is 32. We already know 2 to the power 5 is 32. So 32 into 13 will be 416 upon 10 to the power 5. You can also use like this 1 2 3 4 5. Alright, so this will be 0.00416. this will be your result. In the case of 1600, well, you can do again. If you want to do the prime factorization, this will be 800, this will be 400, this will be 200, this will be 100, this will be 50, this will be 25, 5, 5, 5 and 1. So how many 2's over there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what you can write, 15 is 2 to the power 6 and 5 square, only 2. So this is your now representation. Alright, so 2 or 6, so we need to make them even, like balance. So 5 4 and 5 to the power 4. So this is 15 into 5 to the power 4 upon 2 to the power 6. Now you can add by the laws of exponents. So this will be 5 to the power 6. So 15 into, like, 5 to the power 4 is 3125 upon 10 to the power 6. So now 15 into 3125 will give you the result as 9375 whole upon 10 to the power 6. That means you require decimal after 6 digit, So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and this will be your decimal. So this is the way how you are going to do. Now we are moving toward the third question. Third question says, the following real numbers have decimal expansion as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form P upon Q, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? Well, to find out any number is rational or irrational, you already know about them in class 9th, that a terminating number is a rational number and a repeating number is also a rational number because we can represent them. So this first one, well, this is a terminating number, so we can already say that it is a terminating number, so it is a rational number, and as soon as you take the decimal off, it can be represented as the form of P upon Q. So you can simply write that since this number is a terminating number, so it is a rational number. and it can be represented as a form of p upon q. Well, you will take out the decimal, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so it will be this entire upon 10 to the power 9, removing of the decimal. The second one, you will say, since it is a non-repeating and non-terminating number, thus it is a irrational number. Since you already know about with the definition, so this will be an irrational number just because it is non-terminating and non-repeating. Now this is repeating number, so you already know that this is a non-terminating but a recurring number, non-terminating but a recurring number. So this can be represented in a form of p upon q, which you have already done in the class 9th. And so you need to find the prime factorization of the denominator for it. But since you know, if you divide, it has been repeating, thus it is definite for sure that it will be having other than 2 to the power n and 5 to the power m. Thus we can say that the prime factorization of denominator of this particular number will be not in the form of 2 to the power n and 5 to the power m, but will have certainly some other values as well. Here we have finished the entire chapter 1, and thank you everyone.